If you are pursuing success, yet constantly feel that something is lacking, the issue is not your strategy or timing. It is about your lack of deep self-understanding, which hinders your breakthrough. Many individuals remain stagnant throughout their lives, not due to laziness, but because they have never posed the right questions to themselves. For just 3 days, engage in a dialogue with yourself. Speak to yourself out loud. Ask what you truly desire. Inquire why you continue to hold yourself back. Explore the roots of your fears. The reality is that without self-awareness, nothing will shift. You will find yourself in the same place, pursuing the same objectives amid continued confusion and frustration. In the moments to come, you will discover a truth that can transform the way you communicate with yourself. No longer with doubt or hesitation, but with certainty and vision. You will harness the power of positive inner dialogue. From the instant your eyes open each morning, you are not alone. There exists a companion beside you, powerful and ever-present. This presence is your inner voice, often overlooked, yet it is the master architect of your destiny. For 3 days, I challenge you to consciously shape this voice. Speak to yourself with kindness, courage, and unwavering belief. If you commit to this practice, you will unlock one of the greatest secrets to achieving success. The mind is akin to both a fertile garden and a treacherous battlefield. The thoughts you nurture will either take root and sprout into habits, or lead to a life marked by doubt, fear, and feelings of inferiority. Conversely, if your inner voice instills confidence, encouragement, and purpose within you, your world will begin to reflect those positive sentiments. Visualize your inner voice as a wise and trusted mentor, a figure who perceives not only who you are, but who you have the potential to become. This mentor does not mock your struggles or criticize your failures. Rather, it uplifts you. It reminds you that you have weathered storms in the past, and you can endure this one as well. It reinforces the inherent power, vision, and purpose within you. Now go and act upon it. In my research on the most successful individuals in history, I have identified a common trait. They have mastered their inner voice. They grasp that the dialogue happening within is far more critical than the external noise. Before any significant action is taken, belief must precede it. Before ascending any summit, the climber must first affirm, "I can." This belief is not an act of arrogance, but rather a quiet, steadfast trust in one's own capacity. Each morning, stand before your reflection and affirm, "I am capable, I am worthy, I am unstoppable." Do not whisper these affirmations. Declare them. Let the truth of these statements resonate with authority. When doubt creeps in, as it inevitably will, do not allow it to reside within you. Confront it with conviction. Acknowledge, "I hear you, but I do not submit to you. I am guided by strength, not fear." There exists an invisible law at work in the world, the law of belief. Whatever you consistently tell yourself, you will begin to accept. What you accept, you will start to embody. Thus, your self-talk transcends mere words. It serves as blueprints for your future. For 3 days, treat your inner voice as sacred. Make it your most formidable ally. When you falter, allow it to discuss lessons learned rather than failures endured. When you find success, let it gently whisper, "This is just the beginning." Speak life into your ambitions, courage into your heart, and vision into your days. You will soon realize that the world responds not to who you are, but to who you believe yourself to be. When that belief is anchored in truth and reinforced with repetition, no door shall remain shut to you. Your inner voice is the first seed of every success, every breakthrough, and every transformation. Choose it wisely, nurture it diligently, and witness how your life begins to reflect the greatness that has always existed within you. Clarify your vision. Your dreams are not mere fleeting illusions or idle musings of the mind. They are the compass of your soul, steering you towards your purpose. Within those dreams lies the blueprint of what you are meant to achieve, who you are destined to become, and the legacy you will ultimately leave behind. Over the next 3 days, set aside the distractions of daily life and focus inward. This is a sacred endeavor to clarify your vision for life with absolute precision. Start by posing 3 simple yet profound questions. Where do I want to go? What do I wish to achieve? What impact do I intend to create? Let these queries guide you, not just once, but repeatedly. Write down your answers, refine them, and revisit them. Your vision must be unmistakably clear, for clarity is power. Vague goals yield vague results, but when your objectives are defined with conviction and specificity, the entire universe seems to conspire to turn them into reality. Take a notebook, a blank sheet, or even the back of a napkin, and write passionately. Let your pen flow from a place of possibility and courage, rather than fear or limitation. Envision your future not as it currently is, but as it could be. Describe it vividly, see it distinctly, and feel it deeply. A goal written with passion becomes more than a mere wish. It matures into a contract with your future self. Great accomplishments do not arise from chance, but from choice. Henry Ford did not construct an empire based solely on hope. He held a vivid vision of what he wanted to accomplish. He imagined the moving assembly line even before it came into existence, visualizing ordinary individuals creating extraordinary machines. With focused thought and unwavering determination, he manifested that vision into reality. This is not a secret available only to a select few. It is a universal principle. What you consistently contemplate will begin to manifest in your life. The mind, once fixed on a clear goal, becomes a magnet for the people, resources, and opportunities required to fulfill it. However, you must first guide your mind and provide it clarity. Each morning, dedicate a few minutes to visualize your goals as already achieved. Picture the outcomes, hear the voices congratulating you, and feel the satisfaction of success. Anchor these images deep within your subconscious, for it is this part of your mind that propels action, even when your conscious self is uncertain. The more vividly and frequently you impress your vision upon your subconscious, the more effortlessly you will act in alignment with it. In moments of doubt, and they will arise, return to your written goals and recite them aloud. Remind yourself not only of what you desire, but also of why you desire it. Purpose fuels the journey and turns vision into action. Without purpose, the journey may falter. With purpose, no mountain is insurmountable. Take these next 3 days seriously, for they mark the beginning of a new chapter. The clearer your vision, the stronger your motivation becomes. You are not just surviving, you are designing. You are not drifting aimlessly, you are building. The world yields to those who possess clarity in their desires. For clarity births confidence, and confidence breeds momentum. This is how greatness is initiated. With a mind focused on a meaningful goal and a spirit resolute in its determination. Do not delay, start today. Define your dream, articulate your vision, anchor your purpose, and watch as your life shifts towards the realization of your desires. Cultivate resilience. Life is a rhythmic interplay of victories and setbacks, progress and regression, successes and trials. It ebbs and flows like the tide, sometimes lifting you high on waves of success, while at other times testing your strength amidst adversity. To flourish within this rhythm, establish something more enduring than mere luck or talent. Cultivate resilience, a trained ability to rise after every fall, to extract wisdom from challenges, and to press on with unwavering purpose. In the next 3 days, commit to transforming your mindset. View every challenge not as an obstacle, but as a bridge, not as a punishment, but as preparation. Allow the world's rejections to fuel your determination. When plans unravel, perceive it as the universe nudging you toward innovation, growth, and adaptation. Every setback carries a hidden gift, a lesson only obtainable in times of discomfort. The most resilient individuals learn to uncover adversity with curiosity and courage. Consider the story of Thomas Edison. History remembers him for creating the light bulb, yet his path was paved with countless failures. Each failed experiment presented him with an opportunity to give up, to feel defeated, to surrender. Yet Mr. Edison saw it differently. When queried about his so-called failures, he responded, "I have not failed. I have merely found 10,000 ways that do not work." That embodies resilience, a refusal to waver in faith toward a vision, despite obstacles encountered along the way. Your life will not be devoid of challenges. no meaningful life ever is. However, you can train yourself to confront hardships with strength, to embrace them not with fear, but with a sense of challenge. When faced with adversity, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? And how can I grow because of this experience? For the next 3 days, practice this perspective daily. When something goes awry, pause, breathe, and reframe the situation within your mind. Repeat to yourself, this is part of my training. This is how I become unshakable. Engage in an inner dialogue rooted in resolve, not defeat. Utilize each difficulty to fortify your emotional resilience, mental stamina, and spiritual backbone. Resilience is not an innate trait. It is cultivated. It is constructed through conscious practice, every time you choose to rise instead of remaining down. Each refusal to be disheartened by disappointment empowers it. Regarded as a crucial shield against discouragement, resilience deserves your diligent nurture. Visualize yourself as a mighty oak. Storms may bend your branches, but they cannot uproot you. Why? Because your roots dig deep into purpose, vision, and belief. When grounded in your mission, you become immovable amidst even the fiercest winds. Remember, adversity does not diminish your worth. It unveils it. Diamonds form under pressure. Steel strengthens through fire, and greatness is forged through trials. Your capacity to remain resilient distinguishes the merely curious from those who are truly committed. Seek not a life devoid of struggle, but pursue the strength to overcome it. Allow each obstacle to mold your character rather than limit your potential. The road to success is rarely linear. Yet with resilience as your companion, every detour becomes an integral part of your journey. Every delay a redirection, and every failure a foundation for future triumph. Embrace today. Choose resilience. Live it, breathe it, embody it, and witness how the world begins to shift in response to your unwavering spirit. Self-belief is not optional. It is essential. It is the sturdy foundation upon which all achievements rest. Without it, no dream can fully manifest. No mountain can be completely scaled. Belief is the spark that ignites ambition, the root from which all greatness flourishes. Over the next 3 days, make a commitment to nurture this belief within yourself, not as a fleeting emotion, but as a profound, immovable conviction. Envision yourself as a tree rooted deeply in rich soil. Storms may surge around you, winds may howl, yet your core remains steady. Your confidence acts as those roots, keeping you upright even amidst darkened skies. This is the essence of belief you must cultivate, not loud or boastful, but steady, quiet, and enduring. Every individual who has achieved lasting significance has done so, not absent of doubt, but in its presence. The chasm between the average and the extraordinary lies in the resolve to advance, even when uncertainty whispers. The Wright brothers endured ridicule and repeated failure, yet persisted in their belief in flight when others only observed gravity. Eleanor Roosevelt embodied quiet strength, despite harsh criticism and relentless scrutiny. These pioneers did not wait for permission to believe. They declared it. You must do the same. Each morning, start with affirmations like, I am more powerful and capable than I realize, and my potential is limitless. Do not utter this timidly. Express it as truth because it is indeed truthful. You possess untapped talents, undiscovered strengths, and capabilities that far exceed your present vision. The mind, once filled with doubt, autonomously defaults to limitation unless retrained. Your task now is to reprogram your thoughts, evict the language of I can't, and replace it with I will. Guard the gateway to your thoughts vigilantly. Do not allow past fears, disappointments, or opinions from others to rob you of your inner authority. Belief is not merely positive thinking. It is aligned thinking. It involves synchronizing your inner dialogue with your fullest potential, speaking to yourself with the same confidence you would extend to someone you cherish deeply. It entails reminding yourself that you were not placed on earth to shrink, but to shine. During these next 3 days, establish rituals that support your belief. Write down your affirmations. Vocalize them. Envision moments of triumph, not just vague success, but specific, defined achievements. Picture yourself delivering that speech, leading a project, or realizing that dream. Anchor these visuals in your heart and feel them in your bones. As challenges arise, and they will, let them be reminders of your strength, not tests of your worth. You are not defined by difficulties, you are refined by them. Each obstacle presents a chance to reaffirm your belief, to declare, "Even this cannot stop me." Carry yourself with purpose. Walk confidently, make eye contact, and communicate with the calm conviction of someone aware of their destination. This is how belief takes on a tangible form, through consistent action, through embodying confidence. Belief radiates and inspires. When you project self-confidence, others are drawn to your energy, opportunities align, and momentum builds around you. The world does not reward doubt. It responds to certainty. With unwavering belief, doors open, pathways manifest, and what once appeared impossible begins to seem inevitable. Start today. Nourish your belief. Protect it, cultivate it, and understand this. You are capable of much more than you have allowed yourself to envision. Your future is not an uncertain question. It represents a declaration waiting to be made. Declare it now and let belief serve as the force propelling you forward. Foster your passions relentlessly. Passion is the silent undercurrent that elevates ordinary individuals into extraordinary lives. It embodies an inner flame incandescent against circumstance, exhaustion, or doubt. When it glows brightly, it fuels energy, creativity, and resilience. Over the next 3 days, focus inward and dedicate this sacred time to unearthing or rekindling the passions that invigorate you. Ask yourself, what stirs your soul? What activities make time slip away unnoticed? What pursuits illuminate your eyes and energize your steps? These inquiries are not trivial. They serve as signposts guiding you toward your true calling. Individuals who move with passion walk with power, not artificial or forced, but magnetic, drawing people and possibilities toward them. Passion sets the tone and motivates one to go the extra mile, to work not just harder, but more joyfully. This distinction separates mere existence from inspired living. Michelangelo didn't spend countless hours painting the Sistine Chapel out of obligation. He was driven by love for his art, a vision so consuming that rest became secondary to creation. This showcases the dynamic power of passion. It compels, uplifts, and sustains. Do not underestimate what transpires when you fully engage in endeavors that ignite your passion. The world around you begins to shift. Your energy elevates, your voice resonates with greater conviction, and your actions emanate purpose. People take notice and opportunities align. This phenomenon is not magic. It is the natural law of enthusiasm. Passion breeds excellence, and excellence attracts success. If you are yet to discover your passion, do not despair. The process of discovery is part of the journey. Venture into new experiences, reflect upon past joys, and revisit your childhood fascinations. Often, passion leaves clues within moments of intense focus, bursts of excitement, and spontaneous creativity. Follow these clues as they guide you back to your core self. For the next 3 days, carve out time to engage in activities that uplift your spirit. This could involve writing, designing, mentoring, teaching, building, solving problems, or exploring nature. Anything that ignites your inner fire. Do so not for an external outcome, but for the sheer joy of the activity itself. Passion, once expressed, expands. It cannot remain dormant. When allowed the space to breathe, speak about your passions openly and share them with others. Enthusiasm is infectious. When you communicate from a place of excitement and love, you become a beacon to others. Your energy attracts collaborators, mentors, and supporters. What once seemed arduous will now flow with unexpected ease. Allow passion to steer your decision-making. Faced with choices, ask yourself, which option makes me feel more alive? Success devoid of joy is hollow. Conversely, when success is founded upon passion, it transforms into something sustainable, meaningful, and fulfilling. Bear in mind, Passion is not a fleeting thrill. It represents a steady flame. Though it may not always roar, it consistently warms. Tend to it as if it were a sacred fire. Protect it from the winds of doubt and the torrents of routine. Feed it daily with attention, intention, and action. Your existence is not meant to be merely mechanical, marked by checking off boxes or fulfilling obligations. You are meant to create, contribute, feel deeply, and pursue what sets your very soul alight. This pursuit is not indulgent. It is a profound responsibility. The world requires individuals who are alive with purpose. Commence today. Explore what excites you. Commit to your passion. Express it. And have faith that, in doing so, you'll align with the extraordinary life that passion heralds. Take decisive action. Dreams, grand or inspired, languish as idle wishes unless acted upon. Vision without execution resembles a ship without a sail, adrift and without direction. If you yearn to achieve something meaningful, you must transform intention into execution. Over these next 3 days, set challenging yourself to take immediate and decisive actions toward your goals. Not tomorrow, not next week, but now. Action serves as the bridge connecting imagined possibilities to reality. It transmutes potential into progress. Here lies a critical truth. Even imperfect action is infinitely more valuable than perfect inaction. Waiting for the ideal moment, a flawless plan, or absolute certainty only postpones your destiny. Start from where you are. Use what you have. Do what you can. History remembers those who take action. Walt Disney did not begin with grand studios or an army of animators. He began with simple sketches and an unwavering belief in a mouse. His early efforts were modest, and his circumstances were humble. Yet he moved forward, created, and dared to act, while others only dreamed. That first small step evolved into a colossal leap into an imaginative empire. Let this example inspire you. Begin small, but begin. One forward motion generates momentum, and momentum is the magic ingredient that turns possibility into existence. Each action builds upon the one prior, creating a compounding effect that multiplies over time. There is no need for giant leaps. All you need is to commit to consistent motion. For the next 3 days, clarify your intentions. Each day, take one step toward your aspiration. Make that call, write that page, research that idea, develop that outline, send that email, and initiate that process. Action, regardless of how small, communicates to your subconscious that you are genuine about your dreams. It signals to the world that you are in motion. Do not wait to feel ready. Confidence is often a byproduct of action, not its prerequisite. You will grow more assured as you progress. The path will reveal itself through consistent walking rather than waiting. Remember, mistakes are not foes, they serve as instructors. Each misstep provides a lesson, and every lesson sharpens your strategy. Commit to being a doer, not merely a thinker. Ideas abound. Execution is rare. The individuals who ascend are those who actively take bold and consistent action. They may not be the most gifted or connected, but they are the ones most committed to making progress. Each evening, reflect on your achievements. Ask yourself, what action did I take today that moved me closer to my objective? Let this become a ritual and a habit that enforces accountability. Tracking your actions reinforces them. When reinforced, actions become habitual, and consistency builds tangible results. Action generates clarity. The more you do, the more you learn. The more you learn, the sharper your focus. You may pivot and refine your approach, but movement is crucial, and that forward motion is everything. Motion distinguishes the wishful from the purposeful. Understand this. Every great success story started with the decision to act. Behind every breakthrough, every innovation, every monumental achievement exists someone who made the choice to begin. They did not wait for permission. They did not seek approval. They simply started. Now it is your turn. Over these 3 days, make action your motto. Avoid overthinking and overplanning. Move forward one deliberate step at a time. And as your momentum grows, so too will your confidence, clarity, and results. Begin today. Take that first step. Allow it to lead to the next, and before long, you will glance back and realize that the life you envisioned is now the life you are living. Cultivate a habit of lifelong learning. Learning serves as your most potent ally in the pursuit of greatness. It wields the invisible force that robustly strengthens your mind, sharpens your judgment, and broadens your vision. For the next 3 days, I encourage you to consciously dedicate yourself to seeking knowledge. Read extensively, listen intently, and observe closely. Do not merely learn from books. Absorb insights from people, experiences, and life itself. True success does not arise from stagnation, but flourishes in environments where growth is cultivated, and growth necessitates learning. Individuals who excel above mediocrity are not those who claim to know everything. They are the ones who humble themselves to the fact that they must never stop learning. They recognize that education does not conclude with schooling. It commences with the commitment to personal improvement. Recall Abraham Lincoln, a man of modest beginnings, limited education, and scarce resources. Yet, he possessed an insatiable appetite for knowledge, educating himself by the dim light of fire, poring over borrowed books and legal texts. He never awaited permission or a perfect scenario to learn. He embraced the responsibility for his growth, and that belief ultimately shaped his destiny, transforming a country boy into one of history's most formidable leaders. You can apply this same principle. Regardless of your current circumstances, you possess the power to broaden your mind and enrich your life. The more you learn, the more valuable you become to your family, community, vocation, and most importantly, to yourself. Knowledge enhances your capacity to make sound decisions, solve intricate problems, and inspire those around you. Over these 3 days, treat learning as sacred. Choose a subject that calls out to you and dive deep into it. Each day, read a chapter from a significant book, listen to a noteworthy lecture or podcast from someone whose wisdom you respect, and reflect upon the lessons life has taught you, both victories and setbacks, since both contain rich opportunities for growth. Your mind, akin to a muscle, strengthens through use. If neglected, it will wither. But when it is nourished with fresh ideas, new skills, and diverse perspectives, it expands and empowers all facets of your being. This explains why the most successful individuals never become complacent. They remain students, regardless of their titles or achievements. They understand that mastery is not a destination, but rather a continual journey. Beware of confusing activity with genuine learning. True learning is not passive absorption. It involves active engagement, questioning, reflecting, and applying what you know. Taking knowledge and translating it into action represents true value. Every time you open a book, ask questions, or seek comprehension, you lay another stone in the foundation of your future. Learning does not serve merely as a means to advance. It exists to lead you toward a fully vibrant existence. It fuels creativity, bolsters confidence, and prepares you to confront challenges with clarity and courage. Keep in mind that this world is in a constant state of evolution. To remain relevant, you must adapt with it. The moment you cease learning marks the moment you stop growing. However, when you invite learning as a lifelong companion, you step into a realm of continual improvement. Thus, begin today. Open your mind, feed it with daily wisdom, cultivate a habit of seeking knowledge, and understand that as you enrich your understanding, you elevate your value, gaining not just information, but also insight. Not merely skills, but strength. And with that strength, you steadily progress on the journey to realizing your highest self. Adapt and grow alongside change. The ability to adjust to change is not merely a beneficial trait. It serves as the foundation for sustained success. Those who triumph over circumstances, overcome uncertainty, and achieve greatness are often the ones who learn to embrace change rather than resist it. Over the next 3 days, consciously decide to welcome change as your ally, not your adversary. Within every shift, disruption, or new challenge lies an opportunity waiting to be utilized. Recognize that change is not a threat. It is a signal, an indication that it is time to advance, to evolve, and to reach for new horizons. Individuals fearful of change have already imposed limits upon themselves, while those who embrace it with curiosity and bravery become truly unstoppable. Change does not mark the end of stability. It initiates transformation. Consider the skillful sailor. When the wind shifts, he does not bemoan it. Instead, he adjusts his sails. While he cannot control the ocean, he can control his direction, and that makes all the difference. Your life will not be free from shifting winds, but if you are willing to adjust your mindset, strategies, and perspective, no storm can deter you from your destination. Nature presents the clearest illustrations. Every tree, every creature, every ecosystem is perpetually adapting. Seasons fluctuate, conditions change, yet life continues to flourish, not only enduring, but thriving. Adaptation is nature's law of survival. Those resistant to change ultimately become obsolete, while those who embrace it evolve into pioneers. You are not exempt from this truth. Change will come as it inevitably does. You have a choice: retreat into fear or step boldly forward into growth. The individuals I have studied, who achieved extraordinary success, were not merely intelligent or affluent. They were adaptable. They could pivot when necessary and reinvent themselves without regret. They did not mourn losses, but focused on what could be reimagined. In the next 3 days, practice mental agility. When faced with the unexpected, pause and ask yourself, what opportunity lies hidden here? What can I learn from this situation? How can this challenge strengthen me? These inquiries ignite a mindset that transforms barriers into gateways. Cultivate a willingness to question outdated patterns, beliefs, and habitual routines. Often, what once propelled you to success may not be the strategy that will elevate you to the next level. Adaptability transcends mere survival. It positions you to thrive in new domains. Equally important is maintaining an open-minded perspective. Rigid thinking is the enemy of growth. If you presume you know everything, you deny room for superior answers. The adaptable mind listens, observes, learns, and grasps that change can bring discomfort. Yet within discomfort lies the essence of reinvention. Let go of the desire for total control, remembering that control is merely an illusion. Progress does not arise from managing every aspect. Rather, it emerges from responding adeptly to whatever unfolds. Your power lies not in resisting the winds, but in mastering your sails. Start today by identifying one aspect of your life where change is needed or already underway. Instead of opposing it, lean into it. Make a small adjustment. Try a fresh approach, viewing it not as a loss, but as an entryway. As you cultivate a readiness to adapt, it becomes a competitive edge. By embedding adaptability into your daily actions, you build resilience. Embracing change as part of your journey unlocks reservoirs of creativity, strength, and success that many may never encounter. You evolve, and during this evolution, you become truly unstoppable. Change is not your adversary, it is your invitation to grow. Welcome it, collaborate with it, and watch it take you to unforeseen heights. Foster harmonious relationships. The most accomplished individuals in history grasped a fundamental truth: no significant achievement is realized in isolation. Every monument of success has a foundation built on collaborative, harmonious relationships. For the next 3 days, I urge you to thoughtfully cultivate meaningful connections, not merely for self-serving gains, but for mutual encouragement and upliftment. Recognize that people are not obstacles. They are bridges to greater possibilities. Those who isolate themselves, believing they can achieve everything solo, restrict their outreach. In contrast, those who perceive others as collaborators, allies, and co-creators magnify their influence infinitely. Andrew Carnegie, one of the wealthiest individuals of his time, credited his success to the contributions of a mastermind group, a circle of trusted advisors whose collective wisdom, effort, and ideas propelled his success. Similarly, consider J.P. Morgan, who skillfully built an empire based on strong alliances and fruitful partnerships. These leaders understood that surrounding oneself with the right minds and hearts is not discretionary. It is essential. Harmonious relationships do not occur by accident. They are built intentionally, day by day, through the exchange of value, trust, and sincere appreciation. Reflect on who in your life inspires your growth, who encourages and believes in your potential, and equally significant, to whom do you extend the same support? During these next 3 days, focus on strengthening those vital connections. Reach out to someone you respect. Express gratitude, offer encouragement, or share a resource or insight that may uplift them. In giving without expectations, you sow the seeds of lasting alliances. Do not underestimate the simple yet powerful art of listening. Genuinely listening cultivates trust. By supporting others in their endeavors, you forge connections rooted in mutual respect. Relationships flourish not through dominance, but through cooperation and a shared vision. When you surround yourself with individuals aligned in purpose and character, you create a robust support system that sustains you through challenges and fosters your advancement. This network transcends mere acquaintance. It acts as an accelerator of success. A grand vision gains momentum as others believe in it, contribute to it, and help realize it. Remember, the quality of your relationships often dictates the quality of your outcomes. Choose your connections wisely, nurture them thoughtfully, and lead with integrity. Start today by becoming the person others are eager to collaborate with. Offer more than you seek. Celebrate others' victories as if they were your own. And witness how the harmony you create evolves into a powerful force, uplifting not only your life, but also the lives of those around you. Your mindset serves as the master key that unlocks all doors. Spend these 3 days actively maintaining a positive, solution-oriented attitude. Understand that a positive mindset is more than mere optimism. It functions as a robust strategy for overcoming challenges and recognizing opportunities concealed within difficulties. Consider the inspiring individuals throughout history who, like Helen Keller, surmounted immense barriers by keeping their focus on possibilities rather than limitations. Each morning, affirm within yourself that today brims with potential. Keep your goals in focus, your vision clear, and your heart open to abundance. Your attitude significantly influences your altitude, so elevate it intentionally. Now is your moment. Commit to these foundational steps. Start today. Speak to yourself with purpose, passion, and power. Your journey toward personal greatness commences with the simple yet profound decision to believe in yourself.